Okay, guys, let's make a start. So, let me tell you that first of all, over the last few days, we were quiet because we are working on something very big, something that will make us great. It will make us unique. It will make us really stand out from everything else developed so far on the market. And of course, we care about the price. I see that now the price has dropped. In the previous AMET, I said that, of course, we care about the price and we don't like the drop. However, we are here to make a difference. We are here for the long run. We know that we'll recover. We'll recover back where it was. If you remember, 1 or 2 months ago, we reached 90 million. And we're not going to only go there. We're going to go even further because of the things that we are developing. Because during the time that we were quiet, during the time that you think that we don't do nothing, actually we're developing something that I may say it's like a nuclear bomb that will essentially destroy everything. Like, we are going to really take over the adult industry with the things that we're preparing and with the things that we're doing. It's just, it takes us time. Let me explain how usually the product life cycle works. So the first stage of a product life cycle is that you have an idea. When you have the idea, you have to develop the idea. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes resources. After the development, you do the launch. After the launch, you start generating revenues. We are exactly in this step. The next step is to break even, then you have the profits, then you have the growth. And we are already on the step number 4. We're generating revenues. Whereas all other tokens on the market, they are still very much in the idea and the development stage, because even they're not in the development because they don't have a live product. They're promising to deliver something that we already have and something that we already make money with. And this is something that I'm actually quite interested in, because I think that maybe people in the crypto, they invest in things about the hype. They invest in things that are not real, something that there is no back end to it, something that might work, something that is going to happen. But I don't know what's happening. Why? We have the thing that it's working, it's there. You can see it with your own eyes. You can literally just now go in Nafty Babes. You can buy a recurring subscription. This technology, it's extremely difficult to make, and we already have it, and people don't understand. Okay, I understand that maybe we are making a mistake in order to communicate the information that we have. So we're going to improve on this part for sure. But let me tell you, and I'm going to repeat maybe for 1 millionth time, that we are a technology company and we develop products that are going to work, products that will bring benefits to the creators, products that will bring benefits to the holders, and products that will bring benefits to the people using them, such as anonymity and no chargebacks, etc. You already know what we're trying to achieve. And we are so close to having all of this. And after we have it, then we're going to start the big hype, we're going to start the big marketing. But we want to make sure that everything, all the technology, everything that we have built so far is working seamlessly and perfect before we actually start promoting and spending money over something or over hyping something that we don't have. And this is our difference between Nafty project and other projects. They're hyping something that will come out. We're hyping something that we already have, something that is already working, and something that is already generating profits. Who else has it? No one. No one. No one in the industry currently has what we already have and what we have built for the last 6 months. And even though we are developing, we are improving, we are doing updates, still the price falls down. This is something that maybe I don't understand, but as long as we believe, as long as we keep working every day, we increase the value, maybe not the price, but we increase the value of our products. And if we have products that bring real value, real life benefits, real utility to the users, then obviously the price will jump. because this is who we are. We're not here. I have heard some things that the development team is trying to rake. They're trying to take all the profits. Blah blah blah. This is absolutely, sorry for my word, but it's bullshit. Because if we were pump and dump, when we were 90 million, we would have already taken everything out of the project and not even develop and go somewhere in the Maldives or whatever. No, we are not like this. We are here because we believe, we truly believe that there is a niche in the adult industry for crypto, and we truly believe that we are the ones who take over it. And of course, we believe that this takes time. This takes a lot of work, this takes a lot of effort, and this takes obviously patience. And obviously now we're seeing people who are impatient. We see that they're trying to take quick profits, which obviously drops down the price. Of course, we're not happy with it, but we'll continue working and we'll bring real value to the project with the development, with the team, with the creators that we are bringing. So this is something that we are going to do for sure. And let me tell you a few more things before I continue. So, in the past few days, we have been working on making a roadmap of how things are going to work out in the next few weeks, days, months. So, let me give you a slight overview of what is going to happen. And then we're going to obviously post it in an announcement. We're going to make a detailed plan on every single step that we're going to do, and then how we're going to change it. So, first of all, Nafty Art. As you already know, Nafty Art is live. It already has over 100 creators. It has sold over maybe to 150 NFTs. It's working. It has real users. It has real utility. And we are not stopping the development. We're continuing. We're going to put version 2 up, which is going to have a lot of improvements, which is going to really make a difference. And this is already in progress. So on the 25th, which is in 2 weeks, we're going to launch version 2 of Nafty Art. And in the meantime, we're developing a set of NFTs, a game, let's say a game. One of the games is like Titan game. It's going to be very interesting. I saw through what we'll have to do, but to make it a bit, to give you some details, you can buy NFTs and you can send your NFT card, for example, to a, let's say, strip club to work. There's going to be few clubs. It depends where you send your NFT card. You get different rewards. So we're going to make it worthwhile for token holders to actually collect NFTs, to play with them, and to actually get some rewards out of this. So we're working on a very big game. So this game is going to have maybe 10,000 cards with NFTs. People can decide what to do, etc., etc. But we'll give details when we have developed this. But trust me, we're working on it, and we are working on making it very interesting. So actually, people will have incentive to collect NFTs. So more information about this we'll have probably next month, and I hope by the end of the year, maybe we can launch the game. Maybe the card deck of the NFTs we can launch in November as well. This is the update about Nafty Art. The next big update is the all-in-one platform, which is launching on the 11th. So this combines the social media, it combines the NFT marketplace, the marketing tools, the crypto payments, everything in one. And this social media is going to be driven by the community. It's something amazing, and it's our flagship product. We are going to be sending very shortly mock-ups and videos for the upcoming launch, and let me know when we actually we launch this, if I can say it, secret weapon, then the token will really go up to the moon. I don't know, like, because this technology is something unique. It's developed not because we think, oh, it's a good idea, let's develop it, but it's developed based on the creators' needs. It's developed based on consultation from people who work in marketing. It's developed based on information that we know that it's missing currently in the market, and it's missing currently in OnlyFans. So this technology, it's really, really the thing that will change Nafty. And we're going to be giving more and more details soon about it. We're going to be creating a roadmap because it's an extremely big thing. And we'll be updating you shortly on this one as well. The next, Nafty Pay. Nafty Pay, it's actually ready. The recurring payment is working perfectly. Please, if you have not tried it, or if you're not sure in what you're investing, you can literally go now in Nafty Babes and just test it, because I'm seeing currently the transactions in Nafty Babes, and I haven't seen a lot of people actually making even effort to see if our technology is working. So people are not actually interested maybe in the technology itself or whether something is working, but maybe they're just interested in the hype. But please, guys, understand, we are here to make real product. This real product works. You can go test it and see how good it's working and why it's going to change. And especially the Nafty Pay recurring, it's something that will take your money monthly or weekly or however the time period for it will be. And it's nowhere else to be found. It's a unique API. It's something that works automatically. So when you connect your system to it, let's say a subscription or membership website, what it does is it takes the money from the consumer monthly without the need to obviously approve every transaction, etc. So this is a breakthrough, if I can say it, and nobody else has it. So what we're going to do is, obviously, maybe we didn't manage to promote it very well, but we're going to start mass promotion, and then we're going to start contacting a lot of adult websites and a lot of creators to start using this solution because it's unique. And also what we are doing for Nafty Pay, it's already work in progress. We're including also to be able to pay in BNB and other BSC tokens and Ethereum as well. So these are things that are going to happen in the next month. So this is another IT product and another IT team that are working on Nafty and the ecosystem. This is why I'm saying every day that we are working on this project, we bring real value. It's not value for the price, maybe because it falls for, I don't know, unknown reason, but it's value for the products that we are going to put to market. So this is the update about Nafty Pay. The next thing, we are going to start accepting debit and credit cards in Nafty Pay as soon as we get an approval from a payment processor. The technology behind accepting the payment is easy. We have it. We just need someone, a bank, an authority to say, okay, you're okay to start processing fiat and then put into crypto. So this is something that we are going to. What did that noise for?
Charles, I didn't get your bell word.
Yeah, can you hear me, guys? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I continue. So the next thing that we are working is Nafty App. It's let's say if I can call it an app, it's like website where you can see all the things that we have done to get updates, to see the roadmap, to see all the applications that we have in terms of, let's say, like Nafty Babes, Nafty fans, and everything related to Nafty. So there you can get the latest updates, the price, the circulating supply, everything related to Nafty. Okay. The next one, Nafty Babes. Nafty Babes, we are still updating. We have today made referral program for content creators. So if you register as a model in Nafty Babes, you have your own referral link, and if you send it to another model who register, you get 5% of their earnings. And from tomorrow, we also put in the option for content creators to receive tips directly in Nafty Babes. So if somebody wants to tip a model, they can tip them in Nafty, and when they make the tip, they can send a message, they can send something that they want the model to receive, and the model will receive it, and they can reply them back. So this is something that is also being worked. Other things that we have in Nafty Babes by the end of the year are model competitions. So every month we run the Nafty Babe of the Month competition. The winner will get Nafty rewards, they'll get photo shootings, they'll get everything that the model wants, magazine style, covers, etc., etc. And by doing this voting, models will be actually promoting their voting site every day, and we'll be getting traffic and more people getting familiar with the Nafty concept. We're also going to do selling of photos and videos in Nafty Babes. Is going to be something like clips for sale, and there people will be able to buy specific photos and videos. And the final thing that we're doing in Nafty Babes is also Tick-Tock style feed. So unlike the social media where it will be like photos, videos, etc., it will be more similar to TikTok. So we are covering two different sectors of the user experience that people are very familiar with. Also, what we are already developed actually in Nafty Babes is private model domains. So any model can link their private domain. Let's say if the model name is Drew Dolly, she can give us the domain by pointing the DNS to the servers that we put, and she'll be able to link her page to her domain. So like this, content creators can have their own domains, and they will be all linking to Nafty. And what we're also planning to do is content monetization. When we have traffic in Nafty Babes from affiliates, from promotion, and from marketing, we're going to have chat pop-ups. We are going to send all this traffic to the models and monetize it with the marketing tools. So the distinction between Nafty Babes, let's say, and the big platform that we're doing is that the big platform is for users to manage themselves, to chat, to create groups, to do a lot of things, social things. And Nafty Babes is the more professional and the more the platform that we're going to use professional in terms of marketing, in terms of monetization, in terms of traffic, affiliates, etc. So this is the distinction between the two. The next thing that we are doing is we'll be improving on marketing a lot these days. What we are doing currently is we're preparing creatives, we're preparing videos, we're preparing everything to move for the big launch that we'll have on Nafty for the 11/11. So we're working very hard on all these things. And about Shilling, we already appointed a new Shilling manager, and we also have Franz, who developed the automation for Telegram, which is going to be which is already working. Today, we maybe sent more than a few thousand messages to people. And when this scales up, and Franz, who has been working this since the start of the project, then we're going to have each day Nafty reaching maybe 10, 20, why not 50,000 people from all the crypto groups around the world. So this is something that we're working. It's very difficult. It involves a lot of development, but we have it, and we're going to use it. The next thing is what I want to say is that in my eyes, actually, we're ages ahead of any other one on the market in the same sphere as us. They just go up because of the hype, and in return we go down maybe because we're quietly developing and we're working on something that will actually make a difference. But I'll let you know that this quiet working, it's going to explode very soon. It's going to be turning out in something big and in something special. So I think we are going to be number one very soon again. We have made it before, and we are going to continue. As I said, we are developing and we are doing our best to make the project one of the biggest ones on BSC. So thank you for listening, and I'm open for questions now. Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay. I was overexcited, sorry.
I've got a quick question
Yeah.
about the taxes which were changed recently.
Hmm.
And I would like to know what's like the plan about this, or what's the goal with it, and what is your plan concerning the liquidity itself?
Okay, so about the taxes, this is something that actually was also requested by the community. We wanted to return. The community wanted to return back the burn, and we did it. We returned the burn in terms of like buyback, and this is now how it's working. It's 6% buyback. It's 4% reflections. And about the liquidity, what we're already discussing is creating a special NFT collection. And this NFT collection, the sales from it, we're going to make it, for example, to be approximately 1 million from all the proceedings from this NFT collections. All this money to go into the liquidity pool, and this will essentially gear up the liquidity.
All right, and will the taxes, what's like the plan to return back to have a certain percentage which goes directly to the liquidity pool?
Yes,
Is
this
there
is this is something that we can discuss and we can change. It's there's 10 seconds job for me to change back the liquidity or the percentages around. So if the community, if we think that there is a need to do it, we can play around with the numbers. There is no problem in that.
I
So
mean,
we are
it's
we're
more
open to suggest.
because like if you have a small liquidity pool, a sell or buy has always a really big impact.
Yeah.
And I mean, just that's me personally. I prefer having a higher liquidity pool and having a continuous growth, or like cells which don't have as much impact. As it's also more interesting to new investors, in my opinion. I mean, this was like the reason I haven't bought 2 months ago, because I've seen like the liquidity pool is like nothing at that time compared to the market cap, and that's why I waited.
Okay. Yeah. So we're already aware of the, let's say, the issue of the liquidity, and we are trying to make some systems and some improvements in order to get it up.
Thanks.
No worries.
Okay,
Any
George.
more questions?
Have you
Hello.
spoken to the Bitmart regarding that we draft blog?
Unfortunately, I have not, because I have been really busy this last few days with the creatives, with the marketing, with making the plan for the roadmap, etc. But let me write it down now, so I don't forget about it, and I will let you know. But please remind me maybe tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I have written, so I hope I remember tomorrow. I've written it in my plan. Any more questions, guys?
Um, Hello. You have any news about Nafty Farm?
About
Nafty Farm on the ecosystem picture is showed Nafty Farm.
the Nafty farm? Ah, okay. So this is something that we would like to develop, and it's something to help us as well with liquidity. But at the moment, I will not share more information. I will share as soon as we are near to completion. But we are. This is also in the plan.
Maybe something else. When I checked the Nafty Babes site, I saw the call to action, which pointed in most of the times back to OnlyFans. I mean, the model's OnlyFans.
Yes. So
What's your plan in regard to this? I mean, I'm not sure if it's still there or not, but I mean, it's
Let me
basically a
let
promo for another
of
thing.
course. Let me try to explain. So, first of all the content creators at the moment, they care only about one thing. And this is not some new platforms. This is not crypto. This is nothing related to what we're doing. The only thing that the content creators care is how to make more money. And currently, the only way that they're making money is OnlyFans. And in order to get content creators introduced to the Nafty ecosystem, we have developed Nafty Babes. Nafty Babes is a platform complementary to, let's say, the OnlyFans infrastructure. Why? Because we are not, it's not a fan club, it's not something that people promote. However, this implies to the models that they can sign up on it. It's something on the site that will help them make more earnings. But when they sign up for Nafty Babes, what happens is that they're getting introduced to the Nafty ecosystem and to all that we are doing. So they get one step closer to joining us in the big platform, because it's very hard to move someone, a content creator, from a place where they're earning $100,000 a month to a new place. It takes strategy. So Nafty Babes is a strategic project to get these content creators from OnlyFans onto our platforms. And you are seeing that they have links to OnlyFans, etc. Yes, they have, because this is what links the models put. So we cannot control what they put. It's like free for them. They can put links to their OnlyFans, to their MemeFans, to their Patreon, to wherever they want. Or how we want in the future to be and how it will be is because of our strategy is to the Nafty platform. But this will take time. This is not something that is going to happen overnight. And in addition, what we're doing is we're getting OnlyFans traffic, because everything on Nafty Babes, it's search engine optimized. So we're going to make blogs. We're going to make blogs for the top OnlyFans, how to make money on OnlyFans. And when the model Googles something related to OnlyFans or wants to make something related to OnlyFans, they will get introduced to Nafty. And from there, we're going to make comparison. And in this comparison, we're going to say, okay, we're going to compare Nafty to let's say OnlyFans, and we're going to say we have crypto payments, we have lower fees, we have no chargebacks, etc., etc., etc. So Nafty Babes, it's a strategic move to get and to sign up more content creators. That's why you're seeing OnlyFans everywhere around.
But so basically, you will restrict the link later on, so it's going to one of your platforms at a later moment.
We are not going to restrict anything. The content creators can put any link they want. This is not a link that we control. This is like I cannot make you put in your Facebook, on your Instagram, a link that I want. We're a platform.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, you could do it absolutely. If you want to, you can do it. But that's my question. Will you promote that this will change at a later moment, that they will use your system?
Yes, we're going to. We cannot. Okay, we cannot make anyone do nothing. We can explain the benefits of them moving, but we will not force them to do it. We can only narrate, and we can only explain why it's better, but it's ultimately the content creator's decision what they put.
But that's your decision to do it like that. I mean, if you want, you can restrict it to links which only point to your sites, for example.
There's pros and cons of both. I think the way George is doing it is definitely ideal. The content creators need to have the decision to do whatever they want, or else they're not going to want to be in the environment to begin with.
Exactly.
But I have.
I'm not talking about now, but at a later moment, it's definitely a possibility.
If we grow so big, of course we'll do it.
Instagram's so big. If they came out with a rule you can't put anything besides Instagram style links, like everyone would leave Instagram. It would ruin their reputation. People like their freedom.
It's not a comparison, because that's completely different concept.
Why to be different concept? For example, Nafty, the big platform, will be a social media. We cannot restrict people to do anything. This is the idea. It's to be decentralized social network.
I mean,
And
you could you could definitely say that like the call to action is one of your platforms. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that if they have possibility to have like other links as well, for example.
Yes, but we have, this is how it works. We have like fields, empty fields for like 10 links, and they can add more if they want. But ultimately, it's the content creator who decide. And this is why what we want to achieve. We want to be, for example, Nafty, to be a decentralized crypto ecosystem, which will be link friendly, content friendly. And for example, not like on Instagram, let's say when content creators in the adult niche, they put something, that's not even new, that's simple photo, it's nothing provocative. But because they're shadow banned, they get their posts, they get their stories removed. And this is what we are going to solve with the big Nafty platform.
So I just have one suggestion I'm curious about. So I think a lot of new investors, they see everything you're making, and I don't disagree. I think you have more done than anyone in this industry by far. But I think everything is fairly shallow. Like it's not, doesn't have much depth, right? Like Nafty Babes, I think it's a great idea. But I think I need to pick one eventually that's really working and go all out on it to get it to be as good as possible. I don't think you're gonna be able to really focus on Nafty TV, Nafty Babes, like everything.
No, the main focus will be the big platform, the Nafty platform. It's gonna be called Nafty. Nafty.me, ultimately Nafty.com, but Nafty.me will be the name, and this will be the flagship product where all the focus will be.
Okay, so maybe as an investor, I don't have time to know what you guys know, so I don't even really realize that's coming. So that alone is slightly maybe an issue as an investor right now. There's so much going on. New investors probably don't even really know what's fully happening or what the full vision is because there's so many platforms.
This is what we're going to do. We will be making statements, we'll be making videos where we explain how everything merges together and becomes one working, one ecosystem working seamlessly. Of course, there will be some platforms because you still need different things for different niches that you do in adult. But what will be the main focus of the team and of the development and the community and everyone will be the Nafty branded platform, which will be the social network plus NFT plus fan club plus marketing plus everything in one.
Okay, that's good. And then once that's live, you can do more in-depth, like with Nafty Babes, for example, it's great, but I don't see like a special video that is going to actually get people wanting to sign up. No, I don't think anyone besides an investor really cares to sign up with a small amount of content. They need to be baited in with something very, very like special, and that can be done when things go farther.
Of course, this is something that we're working on, and as soon as we have also the Visa and MasterCard approval, of course, models will be able to start promoting, because in the end of the day, they also want fiat. We are crypto oriented, but don't forget that for models, in the end of the day, they want to feel the cash in their hands.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
So I have one question in relation of the correlation between the token Nafty and the Nafty Babes. Perhaps is already being prepared for being done. I want to know when, for example, you have investors who's buying Nafty, the token, and you have viewers who's coming on the platform Nafty Babe. There is an obligation, for example, someone who's coming to the Nafty Babe platform to only pay by Nafty token, or he can pay by any other mode of payment, or if you want to access the platform or the services or whatsoever.
Yeah, so the main idea is to pay, of course, with Nafty, to be cheaper with Nafty, the membership, but also you can pay also with fiat.
Yeah, but it would be more great for the investor of the Nafty if an obligation was the person who's coming and for the Nafty Babe to profit the token. We only pay with Nafty token. This way the person, just like we do, for example, when you go on any exchange, you want to buy something, they say to you, to buy this token, you need only to purchase USDT. And you're going to buy USDT only to buy that token. Then it need to be the same. Now putting fiat, when the person can only buy Nafty, which can help on the rising of the price and the tokenomics of the token.
But you know that it works exactly like this now? Did you check it? Because this is how it works. You cannot buy with fiat now. You can only buy with Nafty. So this is exactly what we have.
No, I know this is what you have at the moment. My question was, if you change it, it doesn't. That means you need to put in place something. If someone is paying with the fiat, is paying, for example, high, because you are, for the moment you're trying to raise and find a solution for the liquidity pool. Okay, if someone pay with fiat, he might pay, for example, 13%, and if someone pay with Nafty, he pay, for example, 10%. Then this way, the person going to be obliged to feel like, yeah, it's for me easy to pay with Nafty instead of paying with fiat. Then in one way, you need to create a balance for to direct more the customer to use Nafty instead of using fiat.
But this is exactly how it works. Again, check the portal and see that in Nafty it's cheaper than in fiat. So this is exactly our idea.
Yeah, okay. I wanted to clarify. My point was if you're going to stay like that or you're going to change.
Yes, it's going to stay like that.
Okay, that's great.
But of course, in the end of the day, we are crypto oriented. We don't care about fiat. We want everything to go into Nafty. And what we are actually trying to do is something else. We are trying to get approved as fast as possible to accept fiat to buy Nafty, and then our platforms will be only in Nafty. And like this, in the long run, we will make huge demand, not only from investors and for the token, but from people who actually want to buy specific content. And this is what will really, really, really make us go big.
That's great. And if, for example, you are looking for a possibility to have a deal with MasterCard and Visa card, try to use a third party to sign a contract easily and fast. That's possible. Instead of trying to have the implementation directly with Visa card and MasterCard, by using a third party, you can have that in a space of a few. But most of the time, unless you use a third party, if you go through Dubai, there is a lot of services for that. Other third party request you to be implemented as a company, as a corporation. But like you are talking about decentralization, then it's easy for the token to be incorporated as a company. That will make it easy to work with Visa and MasterCard.
We are already incorporated as a company. We have Nafty International Company, and we are already applying for approval to process fiat to buy Nafty. So yes. And also, don't forget that if somebody buys with fiat, we are going to share with Nafty that fiat. And we're going to airdrop to the tokens, to the token holders, because this is the ultimate goal. And this is what we done actually. I think it was 1 or 2 weeks ago, 1 week maybe. We did an airdrop for the profits, and this is what we'll continue doing. So we are focused on developing the ecosystem, but we also understand that there is percentage of users who will still prefer to pay via fiat. And obviously, we don't want to lose these people, because in the end of the day, we're developing products, and these products cost a lot. And it doesn't matter if they pay in fiat, we are still going to inject back into the token, into the ecosystem.
Everything is working great. I can see it. It was just to ask a few questions, but I have as well something I wanted just to say. Inside the members who are here, there must be some wealth inside it. And the trading, whatsoever it be, all the good marketing you are putting out there, whales who control the up and down of the markets, because markets, there is many things happening behind the scene. I think for new investor coming in market is important. The wells they decide, for example, you have this price to never let the price go below that, because you can still trade up a certain level and earn money without to drop the price low. Why? Because the price when you go in a certain level, it play as well on the mood of the new investors. It's just a technique. You can decide it. We see that on the normal trading. And then those one they got big wallets, they can decide it. For example, we keep the price on this level. We use to take some profit, which you can. Those profits you keep on the side. When you see, for example, the price is trying to go below a certain level, which you decided, you buy it up for to put the price up instead of letting it go below certain level, because the new investor, when they are coming, if they are buying it cheaper than the first investor, is not good for the tokenomics of the token. Because why? As soon as you're gonna go back to the 88 euros before, because then they buy it cheaper, what they're gonna do? They're gonna sell it. Because my point is this: in every token, even if you put a good marketing up there, which the market we are inside is a 90 billion markets, but the problem is still there is a back player, people members who need to control the price in a certain level to not let it go down for the good profit of the token. That is something is nothing to do with having many people to know about the token and many people buying the token. That's just an idea to share with them for to create that stability on the token, because there is that work like that. We see with many tokens. We see, for example, I just want to name. I don't want to name on the token. This is stocks. We see it, for example, on GME. We see it on AMC. Whatsoever you buy, if them they decide to bring it down, they bring it down. If you decide to put it up, they put it up. Why? Because they got a big amount of the token and a big amount of the liquidity, and they can play on that the price. Then we want for the project to go further, because this is a big project, and the fact you are playing on the decentralization and the advertisement, which is a little bit erotic things mixed with reality, that play on the mood of any kind of man in this world, and is easy to sell. It is a product easy to sell, and if it's a product easy to sell, the way prices reacted on the charts need to be totally different than a normal token. But that we are not seeing that. That's all is to put the point for the whales of the projects to try to play on that.
Okay. That was good feedback. Thank you very much. Okay. Any more questions, guys? Or feedback?
Hi, George.
Hello, Peter.
I have a simple question. Is it possible to see how many models that are connecting to the different platforms, like Nafty TV and Nafty Babes and Nafty Art?
Yes, so you can check it out, actually. For example, for Nafty Babes, it's even on the homepage. You can see exactly how many models registered. And we actually haven't started with the marketing campaigns, and we already have 31 models registered and uploaded their content. You can see how much photos they have. You can see how much videos, etc. For Nafty TV, we have 53 models. And again, you can see the content and everything on there. About the social media that we are going to launch, the social network, on the beta will start in a few weeks, and then we're going to launch it on the 11th. We have milestone to reach 1,000 users by the end of the month, and then by the end of the year, maybe few thousand. And then we're going to put all of this on the roadmap. But yes, it's very important, the amount of users and the creators we get in the ecosystem. And there's going to be we're going to take out some statistics like we have, let's say, in Nafty Babes. You can see exactly what we have. And you're going to see a quick raise in this shortly as well.
Super. I think you have a great concept, and let's hope you got a moon.
We are going to, of course. It's just a matter of time. As I said, we are working hard. We are creating value for the products, for the ecosystem every single day, and we are not going to stop. So now, obviously, the impatient people have decided to take quick profits. There is nothing that we can do about it. They decided to sell, to put the price down because maybe they didn't see enough hype. Maybe they wanted to put their money or their or their BNB somewhere else. But we are going to recover quickly and we're going to reach new heights. And let me tell you, last time we were, I think, at 90 something million market cap. And I think by the end of the year, we'll be reaching more than 150 with the things and with the developments and with the platforms and when everything starts working. And let me tell you another thing. Actually, from all the other, let's say, tokens, I have never seen anyone else doing so many content with the product, doing so much things, working with real people, with real products, with real companies. And even the others, they don't even, some of them, they don't have a docs team, they don't have nothing compared to us. And I was actually very interesting. Maybe tomorrow we're going to make some comparison of what we have and what others have, and maybe somebody can help me to explain what the hell is going on with the price. And maybe it's something that I don't understand, but what I understand is that I really believe in what we're doing. And not only me, all the team, all the content creators that we're working, and we're working with a lot of content creators who understand the concept and who support us and who understand that crypto, it's the way forward. Crypto will be in the adult industry in the next few years. There will be one token which will take over the market and will be used because there is the need of it. And we are going to make everything, and we're going to make the ecosystem and all the products and everything working seamlessly together to be exactly this token which will be used for adult transactions.
Hey George, can you hear me?
Hey, yeah, hey man.
Hey man. Yeah, I was just thinking that sort of a kind of a specialized, like a revised sort of white paper at this point may go a long way in sort of letting everybody know the changes that have been made in the ecosystem, how new pieces have been added, how it's now all going to get together, and then this new the secret sauce that I've sort of seen the back end of a bit, how that's going to come into play. I think that would help out a lot, where people could finally get this that overall vision of sort of what's been being created in the background. So I think that'll help out tremendously in explaining everything. So maybe over the next 3-4 days, we can put together that document and just show visually and explain the benefits of everything that really makes this thing a very long-term and very powerful project.
Exactly. And actually, this is the paper. It's something like still without design, without anything, but we are going to make it public, and we're going to share it shortly with the community as well, so everyone can actually understand how complex it is to build something that we are building. Because everyone thinks that, oh, you have to do, how hard it is to do an IT product, but it's not. You have 1 million pieces that you have to put together, which includes legal, KYC, other companies, verifications, activities, improvements. It's a lot of things coming together to make the perfect to make the perfect product. And we'll be sharing exactly this list of things that I shared with you with the community, but we need to make it a bit more prettier, so it's just not white list of paper with notes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that list is really, it's quite an overwhelming list of things that are being done, right? And you just look through it and you're just going, holy shit. That's a ton of work and a ton of moving pieces.
And this is why
it's impressive, man. It's really impressive.
This is why I was saying we were quiet, not because we were not working, we were not hyping. We were quiet because we are developing our secret weapon. And when everyone understands the essence and everyone sees the efforts and the time and development and everything that we spent on these things, people will understand. And this will actually take Nafty on the next level from my point of view.
And as an entrepreneur who's been working for 20 years, you're looking at a lot of these Binance Smart Chain projects. They come out and their to-do lists are very simple, like, oh, throw up this website and add this, and we want CMC. And your guys is like a serious, I mean, it's a serious company list of what's going on. It's legit as fuck.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know how more
it's
legit we can be, actually. I don't know what else we have to do.
really, I mean, it's impressive, man, what's actually going on. I'm really looking forward to the next 3 months, and so's my bank account. So
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, people now maybe have this is like from the lottery a second chance, because the price is so down that maybe the world gives people a second chance to go now into this and to actually make money, because what we're building, it's something extremely big. And I can imagine what the point that we were at 90 million in August, and with the technology that we have. And now we have more technology, we have better platforms, we have more platforms, we have more of everything, and the price is down. And this is something that I'm looking at the chart, I'm looking at my computer on the screens, I see what we have, I see the technology, I see the content creators, more ambassadors, more photos, more videos, more of everything Nafty branded, and the chart goes down. And I think I'm maybe dreaming, this is a nightmare of what's happening, but I don't understand it.
No, man, you can't sweat it, dude. This is the nature of the beast. It really is. I mean, there's so many factors that come in. You can have 5 or 6 different, hot little things that hop up that people are like, oh, I can make a quick buck on that, and then they end up, it's Binance Smart Chain, and they're not used to, legitimate long-term companies being plays. They're used to, oh, this is going to be here 3 months, 4 months. They're not looking at a company that is planning 2 years in advance. I mean, your dev cycle, and from everything that I saw on that page, is 2 years of development, which is unheard of in this space, right? So, it'll all come around, man. Believe me, when they see it, and when they see it started to come into effect, I would just say, if you can release it to the members first, so they sort of understand, so they can take advantage of the price decrease before the public gets word of it, we'll all be even happier.
Yeah, and not to forget, apart from all of this, we also are generating already revenues, and we have already platforms, whereas others don't have. So actually, a lot of my friends, they come to me and they say, because they also invest, they also believe in what we are doing, and they say, George, what's happening with the price? Why people selling? They don't understand what we're doing, and maybe this is what I'm thinking. Maybe we are not good at communicating what we have. So we're going to make a lot of improvements on exactly these things. And when we have the technology, and then when we have the right communication, the right marketing, the right message that we send to people, what Nafty is about, then this is the moment that we are going to go further, and we're going to develop on the next step, I think.
And it's also, I mean, you can't live in fear of that chart either. When it's time, it's time to do the advertising and the marketing and getting it all out there, and doing things prematurely simply because we're looking at this price decrease over the month. I mean, it's not completely unexpected, and in all honesty, I mean, even I've got a lot of shares, and it doesn't faze me at all, knowing what's going to be happening over the next 3 months, because for me, this wasn't a short term. It's not a 3-month hold. This is a 2-year hold, right?
Yeah.
And that's really, so I'm glad that you guys haven't really jumped the gun when it comes to trying to promote something that isn't ready to be promoted, or the bad timing to be promoted, simply because we're looking at a decrease in price, right? So I think the timing's great, and once you have all these documents together and people understand it, it's going to be a no-brainer now. So don't stress it too much. That's my.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's normal that sometimes even I get frustrated for some of these things. But what I am don't stop doing it, continue working, and trust in the concept. And the concept, it's amazing, and it's going to happen. It's going to work.
Well, thanks.
Sorry. Yeah, I had a couple of questions. The first thing I noticed in Nafty Babes that there is this chat feature, and unfortunately, this chat then goes to OnlyFans, and I was confused about that. Like, is it supposed to be that way, or do you
So
plan?
we already explained about this. We already talked about it. Content creators, they put their own links, and we cannot control where they put. So they have a free decision what to put on the platforms, and we're never going to forbid someone from specifically linking to any other things. And this is something that we're going to do as well on the social media. We're not going to control what you can post, what links you can put, etc., etc. So this is decentralized, and we are giving freedom to the creators. So this is why you are seeing some other links to other sites, etc. This is not our job to control. We give freedom to people.
Yeah, I understand. Okay. Yeah, and what you were saying earlier, like about the products that have been put out by Nafty. I mean, this is unbelievable. I mean, I work in IT myself, like managing projects, and even a small thing takes a long time. It's and this is the amount of like products, features, and platforms that is coming up integrated with crypto. That's a lot of work. That is an amazing team you have got. Yeah, and also I don't get it, like why the price is down. Of course, the one indicator that is the number of holders, and in general I feel like if you the greater the number, I mean, I don't know, I'm not sure how much I know the crypto space, but the larger number of holders you have, you probably could, and the distribution of the tokens, if it's lesser number of whales, then the price would be more stable. And I just see other projects which don't have a product.
No, they don't. This is the thing.
Who absolutely have no product, and they have 8 times, 7, 8 times the number of holders that we have.
I think what they're doing, it's they're only focusing on marketing and pumping the token, whereas we're not actually focusing on this. We're actually focusing on a working product. Because what's the point to make crazy marketing, crazy hype over something that you don't have? This is what I don't understand. And about our IT, thank you for the kind words. And let me tell you, we have 4 teams working in 4 different projects simultaneously. That's why you see so many projects. That's why you're seeing so much development being done. And all of these people, they give everything to make the testing, the links, the everything. And some people say, oh, you can easily fix that. Nothing is easy in IT. In order to make even a small fix, you need to test it, because it can break something else and it can cause problems. We work in development environment, then we put on production. So even though you might not be seeing some changes on our platforms, trust me, in the background a lot of people are trying to realize these changes.
Yeah, I know. I totally understand that. Sometimes in the background, you're also making changes just for performance, just for scalability, just for technical debt, and 1,000 other things which no one ever sees. And that's completely another piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I really like the Nafty Babes idea. Like, you can access content of so many top content creators at a single place. Like, you don't have to subscribe to each one of them separately. Yeah, I just so I get it that we want to launch, like, so many other things. That's great, but I also wish that of all the different products we have, like Nafty TV and Nafty Fans, I think Nafty Babes is to me it's the best one. And I really wish that we market it even more, and more and more models adopt it. And like you said, they have an inbuilt incentive to like
Yes.
promote. So we don't have to do
Exactly.
it. We just have to
Exactly.
be
So
content
this is
creators on the platform. Yeah.
this is the goal. Like every creator has tons of content, and putting 10 or 20% of their even old content, or even we can make a content recycling program, it can make them money. So for them, this is what I explained before. It's another revenue stream that has nothing to do with fan clubs, that has nothing to do with anything else. It's a new innovation that allows them to make extra money from the content that anyway they already have.
Super cool. I mean, nothing more to add. I just hope this. Yeah, I just put while you were speaking, I just put some more money in. So not enough time.
Yes, and we for sure, because I have seen what happened before, but for sure when we have all the things, all the plan, all the mockups, we're also working on mockups for the big platform, all the promo videos. When we release all of this, then we're going to start the mass marketing, and then we are going to see real value, because actually the marketing, it can bring real creators, it can bring real users who spend real Nafty and real crypto to purchase content, and this is when things will go up significantly.
Just one more thing. So, like, I think there was another person asking this question about the number of models on Nafty Babes, and that's clear. I mean, that's on the homepage. You see it.
Mhm.
I think now it's 31, if I checked it
Yes.
correctly. What would be also super transparent? I mean, it does not need to be done now, but if maybe it's only available via, like, it does not need to be super available on the website, but maybe a link for the Telegram channel itself, where we see the number
Okay.
of paying customers for different platforms. Again, I think this only makes sense to be done once we have a lot of customers, but then it may also drive people to invest in this project, because for every platform, social media platform like Instagram, Twitter, whatever, I mean, the metric is how many number of users are there.
Yes,
And
I agree.
yeah.
That would be definitely a very cool thing to have, and for sure it's a good idea. So we'll speak with the devs, and of course we have already some priorities. We'll see where we can put it on the roadmap of development.
Yeah, I am a product manager, George, and I put everything. I call it the graveyard. Then it's a 200 item backlog, and it's always tough. Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
no worries, and thank you as well for trusting and investing in Nafty. Okay, guys, any more questions?
Hi, George. Any updates regarding KuCoin listing?
About any listings, I need to explain something, and I think I mentioned this a couple of times. In order to get listed on bigger exchanges, we really need trading volume, and this is exactly what we don't have now. So, about all questions about listings, first of all, we are compared to other, let's say, other tokens, we already have two. We're listed already on two centralized exchanges, whereas others are not even listed in one. Of course, we're looking at the possibility of doing more, but this is also something that is somehow out of our control, because we cannot control the trading volume, we cannot control all these things. So when we grow with the time, of course, we'll list on more places, and you just have to be patient with this.
Yeah, okay, George.
No worries.
Hi, George. I have a quick question.
Hello.
Hi. Great job so far. Thanks to the team and you for leading the team. With regards to the shilling manager, when is she going to start actively shilling, basically managing and starting the shilling process?
Yeah, so I'm still doing some training, some explanation and everything. I think there is 1 or 2 more days until we get fully going, and obviously we're gonna test with her for 1 week, see how it goes, see if everyone's happy, see if there are some improvements. If not, maybe we will find someone else. Let's see how it goes for now, but it's going to be with time.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Because what I think, basically our work, our project is a real, it's a utility crypto project. So basically we are doing our traditional marketing or whatever the other projects do great, but the fact is that we are having products. So basically, like in real world, when there is when we are in, like, let's say fiat world, regular marketing work great, but for crypto projects, especially in BSC, I think shilling is as important as traditional marketing. I mean,
No, I
online
agree.
marketing works. So
It's
when we
very
add this, and when the shilling starts and continues and keeps the buzz ongoing, as we are developing newer products, as we are developing products, I think shilling should never ever stops. Every time we can add little bit of teasers to just keep the
hype.
Current investors exactly hype, engaged, and basically attract more and more investors. If we do this, no one can touch us, and we won't see much price fluctuation going downwards. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, so for sure, this is, as I mentioned in the previous segment, as I can confirm now, it's one of our big priorities, shilling, and we will improve with time, obviously, and we're trying our best to make sure that everything is okay on that front, because it's also a critical part of the project.
Exactly. Thank you, and thanks again for the hard work and great job and progress.
No worries.
Hello, George. You can hear me?
Yes. Hi, Fabrice.
Okay. My question is about the E-Not Awards in 2 days. You also draw the winner.
Oh, yes, we need to do it today. Sorry, I had too many things to do. I'm going to literally do it now after the AMA. Yesterday we started downloading all the transactions, but I'm not sure where I got with that, is because we need to run to see all the transactions.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
No worries. Okay, guys, if there is no more questions, anyway, we're running over 1 hour of AMA. I think I made my point clear, and expect more and more things for marketing and for the new project and for the roadmap soon. And thank you all for trusting with us and staying with us at these times. And in the future, we will become very, very big. And this future is quite near, I can tell you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, George.
Thank you. Bye-bye.